So congratulations with releasing a new album. We've been waiting for this album 20 years. So how do you feel today after releasing?
I think relieved, really. It's taken a very long time, as we've talked about, and just to finally get it out there is terrific. And I think that's always been the situation with recorded music. You spend an awful lot of time working on it, and it's almost a relief when it's finished and is actually available.
Well, we heard that this will be the last album for Pink Floyd. Is it true, and how do you feel about completely finishing? Is it true that you're finishing your career as a Pink Floyd, a band activity?
Well, I think there's still elements that we'll continue to do. We'll maybe work on an anthology of early elements and so on. But I think one has to live with the fact that we no longer have Rick, that David doesn't want to go out on tour again, and so that's probably it. I have on a couple of occasions said things that, because I love touring and I love playing live, and having my tombstone engraved with the words, "Surely Dave, one more tour."
Well, talking about Rick, anything you would like to say Rick and Sid, who are in heaven?
Well, I suppose just that I hope that they would be really pleased with what we've finally come out with.
By the way, which Pink Floyd album is your favorite, and tell us why?
My favorite? Oh, I like them all, and of course they're sort of diaries for me almost of my life. The one I particularly like is Saucer Full of Secrets, because I think it manages to say goodbye to Sid, it welcomes David, and it also contains quite a lot of ideas that then we went on to work on over the next 30 years.
Well, Pink Floyd has been to Japan, and I'm sure you have many interesting episodes. Is it true that you enjoy skiing in Sapporo?
Yes.
Any episodes you can share with our fans?
Well, the main memory of Sapporo was trying to find size 13 ski boots for half of our road crew.
Can we say the lyrics on the Louder Than the Words is about the strong bond between yourself and Dave and Rick? The lyrics about Louder Than the Words.
Polly's lyrics are, of course, like all good lyrics, can be interpreted in a number of different ways. And they can be seen either as a dialogue between a couple, or they can be seen as relating specifically to the three of us, or they can be seen in a far more global way. And hopefully people will interpret them as they see fit.
And we really enjoyed the visual, the same artist who worked with you back in UFO Club in the first gig. Any episodes you remember about back in the days, 1960s, when you worked with this visual artist?
Well, of course, Storm and Poe, who were Hypnosis. I mean, what we tend to remember most sort of fondly almost, and was repeated with this, was the ability to come with a whole raft of ideas and spread all these ideas across the table. And I think this was a little bit like almost the Dark Side of the Moon element, that it was a relatively quick decision to decide that we really liked this image and it felt right for the music and sort of interesting, and yeah, it's just one of those things that we really liked when we saw it.
Any reason you divided the album into 4, like side 1, 2, 3, 4 for this new album?
The reason it divided into 4 is because that's what felt right. I mean, it almost divided itself at the end of the day. I mean, in the 21st century, the concept of a 4-sided vinyl disc is so old-fashioned, it's rather peculiar. But it's just quite a nice way of doing it. And I think perhaps we forget that there are no rules about how long pieces of music have to be. And it's quite nice to perhaps remind people that it doesn't matter. A song can be 3 minutes, or it can be a piece of music 10 minutes long.
Well, last, any message for Japanese fans? Please look at the camera. And how would you like the fans to enjoy your album?
I hope they will all enjoy it enormously.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.